How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Toon Chaos edition of Reprint Roundup. Today I wanted to take you guys through the reprints out of this new set in Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, go over the upgrades, downgrades, and hopefully help you guys save a few bucks or bling out your deck. Now, this isn't really a conventional market watch. I'm not so much looking at trends and price over time, but I'm taking market prices from the time of recording this to get a rough idea of the money you can spend or save if you're interested in adding any of these cards to your collection at or around the time of uploading this video. Keep in mind though, prices, especially when it comes to brand new product, are going to fluctuate over time, so the numbers I give right this minute off of TCGplayer.com may stray from these prices over time depending on the market. Getting into the cards, literally every card reprinted in this set is the cheapest option for that card at the moment, assuming that you're confining yourself to the current erratas of cards like Witch of the Black Forest. All the downgrades, all the upgrades, and everything in between are all the current cheapest options for these cards, and I think that's really cool. But let's start with the upgrades, which there are only three, kinda. I'll talk about collector's rares later in the video, but for now let's focus on these three cards. Supervised right now is actually the cheapest card in this set, with a market price of only 7 cents at the time of recording this, only having two common prints in the past, both from pre-constructed decks. Granted, the next highest price per copy is only 13 cents more, but you're still saving money by putting some foil letters on your cards, and that's a win-win. Dwarf Star Dragon Planeter is the next proper rarity upgrade, and like Supervised, this is the card's first printing as anything but a common. Again, the difference in price between this and the next most expensive copy isn't much, but it's still an upgrade. And the reason I said there were kinda 3 rarity upgrades is because of Sangan. This card has had a ton of printings of different rarities over the years, but ever since getting its errata, it's only been printed in common. This is currently the highest rarity printing of the card with up-to-date card text, and again, it's still cheaper than the commons. And those aren't the only cards that have common versions of themselves that cost more. All of the cards on the screen right now will save you money compared to their common counterparts as well, but they aren't true rarity upgrades because other rarer versions are still available. Still, like I said before, if you're looking to add these cards to your collection, these are the lowest prices you're going to get. And that's going to bring us to my top rarity downgrades, and these are the rarity downgrades that are going to save you the most money compared to what was previously available. Unlike the nickel and dime savings of the other cards, I've picked the cards that could potentially save you a lot, especially if you're looking to buy playsets of them. First off is a shout out to Pot of Desires. This card did have a reprint as a structure deck common, so I can't call this a true rarity downgrade, but even compared to that common, you're still saving $3.39 at the time of recording this video per copy, for a total of $10.17 less than the price of a playset of commons, and that's a lot of money if you're someone like me who just can't justify shilling out a ton of money on a game like Yu-Gi-Oh! Next is Masked Hero Daeun, who had its only printing as a secret rare 10 promo from 8 years ago. You'll be paying just 17 cents per copy as opposed to $7.42 for a total difference of $7.25 or $21.75 for a playset. The next downgrade going in order of savings is one that people have definitely been talking a lot about, and that's Microcoder. This card has seen a lot of hype in different cyber strategies, but being a promo from Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, it was pretty expensive. Just 4 copies of this card at $9.41 each could pay for the game itself, and that to me is kinda nuts. In Toon Chaos though, you can pick this card up right now at a market price of 58 cents, saving you $8.83 per copy or $26.49 for a playset. Next up is a card that I haven't heard nearly as much hype about as opposed to the other cards on this list, but it's still worth mentioning, and that's Fright First Sabertooth. This card had 2 printings in the past, both as ultra rares, and they're still sitting upwards of $13 a copy as opposed to the Toon Chaos super rares for only 28 cents. You're looking at $13.36 in savings for 1 copy, or $40.09 for a playset, which I have no idea if Fluffle players run 3 copies, but it's still something to keep in mind. Next we have Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End, and this one, despite not exactly being an amazing card anymore, was sitting at $17.53, and even more if you wanted your copy with the recent errata. Compare that to the 70 cents out of Toon Chaos, and you're looking at a $16.83 difference in price, which is going to give you a $50.49 break on your playset. Moving right along, we have number 75 Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. The $17.88 price tag on the copy out of Battles of Legend Relentless Revenge is a lot to swallow. Luckily, we can pay 62 cents for a super rare out of Toon Chaos and save ourselves $17.26 in the process. If you want to make that a playset, enjoy $51.78 in savings. Probably the second most hyped reprint out of this set is Masked Hero Acid, and for good reason. This card appeared in the same tin as Daeun, but it's boasting an even scarier cost of $19.11. A super rare out of Toon Chaos, however, is only going to cost you 48 cents, so hold on to that $18.53. Or if you need a playset, you can sleep easy knowing you saved $55.59, and that's still not the biggest savings out of this set. That honor goes to Pot of Extravagance, which reminds us all that just because something is cheap doesn't mean it's affordable. The $49.92 price tag on a Toon Chaos Ultra Rare is definitely an investment, but it beats the heck out of $76.05 for one copy of the Savage Strike Secret Rare. That's a difference of $26.13 or a whopping $78.39 for 3. But if you think that's expensive, I haven't even talked about collector's rares. I'm not going to go too into detail on the price, but what I love about them is that they're cards that also come printed in the set in lower rarities. It's pretty common practice for reprint sets in Yu-Gi-Oh! To take some desirable cards, increase the rarity for the collectors and people looking to bling out their deck, but they'll also take the high rarity cards and make them lower rarities to make them accessible to more budget-conscious players. What Toon Chaos has done is taken cards like Pot of Desires, Psy-Frame Gear Gamma, and BLS, and instead of just increasing or decreasing the rarity, they straight up do both. This way you can cover just about all your bases and don't exclude any demographic from pursuing some of these cards. This sort of reminds me of how Ultimate Rares and Ghost Rares used to appear in older sets, but those were typically reserved for cards like Ultra Rares that were already pretty hard to come by in the first place. A lot of these cards now have an option for the budget player and the competitive or collection-oriented person, and I hope to see more sets like this in the future. So that's gonna do it for the video. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is the #1 way to tell me that you want more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.